Hi, crafty folks. Amy here with amyswares, and I have a little stencils batch where I chose the sentiment first. Now, these are two brand new stencils from the March release at A Colorful Life Designs. Here's the two cards that I'm going to make, and I'm going to walk you through my process. So normally, my sentiments are an afterthought. I get to work playing with a fun new stencil, creating a background, or trying a new technique, and then I get to the end and I'm like, oh, where am I going to put a sentiment? What kind of card am I going to make? What am I going to do? So I'm going the opposite direction here. I know what stencils I want to use, but I am deliberately picking a couple sentiments from my sentiment binder that are a little hard to create with if you've already created the background. So I'm flipping through showing you I recently updated my binder. I put in these cool divider sheets, really organized it, added to it, made it real fancy schmancy, put it in a bigger binder, all the good things. Anyway, this happy birthday is on a striped colored piece of pattern paper. I have some colors that match it for Catherine Pooler. I'm going to do the same thing with this Celebrate You that's really pretty and ink blended with these cooler colors. I'm going to try and match some colors for that. And then I'm just basically going in the opposite direction. So I'm starting with the sentiments to guide my creation of the background. So once I pick out all these colors, I will get to ink blending. It's pretty simple, these designs. Anybody could do it. This is a great idea for beginners. I'm going with Cummerbund, In the Park, and I think that's Limoncello, probably. No, Chiffon. Chiffon is the color. So those are the three I chose for that. And I have this new stencil. I'm just going to put a panel down. This is 120 pound accent opaque. And that's 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2. You could probably do this directly on a card base if you wanted. I think I was actually working on a panel here, but this is called the Woven Wiggles stencil. Now, the March release is chock full of awesome stencils, so be sure to check out the rest. If you're on Facebook, we would love to see you in our fan group at A Colorful Life Designs. All of us design team members always post our inspiration there, our designs there. We could chat with you guys. We love for you guys to share your projects. So if you're on Facebook, please expand under my video, scroll down, and you will find a link to join us in that group. You will have to answer a couple security questions. That's just to keep out the spammers. We want to keep it free of all that drama. So be sure to join us there if you're on Facebook. We would love to see you. It's just another place to get a ton of inspiration from the design team and share your beautiful projects, and we can all just chat and have a good old time. So hope to see you there. Anyway, back to my ink blending. You can see I'm just using similar colors to what I have on the actual sentiment. I started with yellow in the center. I like to do that, and I like to create a pretty big yellow section because I know it can get taken over easily, and I know it will blend with other colors that I'm using and create different colors on the composition. So if you're going to use yellow, give it its space, give it a good chunk of room, knowing that it can get easily overtaken. So here I decided to come in with a little bit of a darker blue, just added that to the mix. I think it may have been stone blue, just to bring it a little bit closer to the design or the colors on the sentiment itself, and just to give it a little bit more drama, if you will. So just kind of turning this around, figuring out if I want to go horizontal orientation or vertical orientation, and then I think I just move on to ink blending the next panel. So now I'm going to bring out these warm colors, the reds, the grays, and this is the mixed shape stencil. So this release for March is a really cool mix. There's some seasonal holiday ones, and then there's just these awesome geometric, great for year-round usage, which I love these because they're so good. You can double them up and get endless combos. You can use them to create a simple background like this and create a card for anyone. I mean, I know a lot of people struggle with masculine cards or cards for him, but honestly, my go-to is always a geometric background because you can pick their favorite colors. You take the guesswork out of it. You just keep it simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to turn it into a, sports theme or a fishing theme or something like that. That's just so overplayed, and oftentimes, we just get sick of creating cards like that. So just keep it simple. Pick their favorite colors or colors they like. Colors don't belong to anyone, any gender. They can work for anybody. So just think about your GEO stencils. That's what I do so many times for my masculine cards, is just a GEO stencil, background, some colors, and then slap a sentiment on there. Sometimes maybe I'll emboss it too, add some texture, or maybe like a vellum layer or something like that. So possibilities are endless. So when I'm done ink blending that, I'm going to cut both of these panels down with this cool stitched edge rectangle die. It's going to bring it down just slightly smaller than A2 size, so I will have a border on my card bases. I did attach them to 4¼ inch by 5½ card bases, and I'm just going to pop up both these sentiments with these thin foam strips that I get from Amazon. So like I said, I'll link everything in the video description box below. If you expand and scroll down, you'll find all those details. If you do follow my links, it's no additional cost to you, but it really does help me out. So I appreciate that. Now, once I'm done with this fiddly mess, I will eventually get to compiling everything on the card. Now, if you don't want to mess with little fiddly bits of foam tape, what you can do is just cut out a bunch of maybe scrap white cardstock of that same die, and you can stack it up and give it dimension that way. Or you could use that shadow layer of your die and a piece of fun foam to get dimension that way. But lots of different ways to get the job done. So now I'm going to finish the cards with some bling. This is all also from A Colorful Life Designs. These are amazing little packets of crystal joy, and I have so many colors to choose from. It's hard to pick, but I do end up going with, I think, one color per card. I will show you in a moment what I decided to go with. But this, I was looking into the reds, the pinks, the grays, lots of different options here. I could have gone with many different options, to be honest, but I did end up just choosing one. This is Satin Matte Silver and Luminous Lemon Sorbet, and I put them down in an odd smattering on the front of the card, and that's going to finish the design. So 2 cards, super easy, could work for anyone, and these awesome new stencils. So be sure to check out the release. Like I said, if you enjoyed this, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. And if you're on Facebook, come join us in that group, okay? I'll check you next time. Bye.